welcome to another episode of AI Value Unlocked. I am your host, KP, and today we're diving into a topic that is not only crucial for maintaining robust security, but also for achieving significant cost savings and efficiency. A win-win for any organization. Joining me today is Nazeer Ali Mohammed, a software engineer here at Prolifics for our product team. Nazeer, welcome. Thank you for being here today. It's awesome to finally be able to talk to you. Can you please just give us a little warm introduction into kind of who you are and your role here at Prolifics?
Yeah. Hi, KP. It has been a very fruitful week. So, yeah, I'm Mohammed Nazeer Ali from Prolifics Products team, and we've been with the team for at least a little over 2 years. And it has been a great journey working on innovative projects like AI-driven cybersecurity platform.
Absolutely. I'm really excited to dive into this, especially with AI being top of mind for so many of our clients and for us here too at Prolifics and implementing it into a lot of our processes as well, to be more productive and speed up some of our processes across all areas. So I'm going to let you go ahead and kind of dive in. I know you had a pretty big topic that you wanted to talk about today and just really bring awareness to anyone who may be listening about the topic of AI and cybersecurity and how people like our clients and us too can all really start to benefit from some of these ideas and implementation. So I'll let you kind of go ahead and dive into the topic that you'd like to share on today.
Yeah, sure. We all know about the recent, which is still fresh in our memory, the incident of CrowdStrike, which happened, which led to a lot of monetary loss for big companies, and that's something we should be avoiding in future, right? And we are not just predicting danger; we are anticipating it. So we don't want to create a problem so just so we can solve it. It's easy to get caught up in and trying to address issues that aren't pressing or urgent. But in the world of AI, which is excellent at predicting outcomes, the challenge lies in how we use this capability, and more importantly, whether we are solving the right problems or not. Today, I want to talk about a real issue that demands our attention and solution that could not only address it but also provide significant value to our organization. So here I have the idea of AI assisted cybersecurity threat detection platform is that it will significantly reduce manual security efforts and lead to substantial cost saving and increased revenue. So the problem is clear to us, right? Right. We have to overcome those security threats, and these threats can lead to unauthorized sharing of sensitive or unverified information. A scenario that could lead to financial loss, damage to reputation, and a loss of customer trust. So let's address this challenge now. I propose the development of an AI-driven cybersecurity platform that could leverage machine learning algorithms to analyze network traffic, monitor user behavior, and integrate threat intelligence data. So it's designed to detect and respond to potential security threats in real time. By automating incident responses, we can provide actionable insights into security teams, like ensuring that our AI models remain secure and resilient against such cyber attacks.
Very good. I'm assuming that something like this is very applicable to all sorts of different industries, for sure. But for example, I just wanted to bring this up because I just ran into this yesterday. Um, for example, I'm a customer of Etsy, like online retail, basically, and all of a sudden I got all these notices that somebody had purchased something on my behalf. I was just kind of curious if it ties into that aspect too of like protecting So our clients are B2B, but we're helping them protect their clients and their consumers' data as well, right? Can you help me understand how AI would be able to kind of put a red flag on that or realize that it's happening? Like, what would it do if that were the case? If they noticed all of a sudden that somebody was about to come in and try to charge somebody's card, like, could AI, is that the same thing or is it different?
Yeah, it's almost the same thing. But even before AI, we have these. If we respond to such incidents in a specific span of time, like for example, if the transaction or something has happened and it has not, it has taken place on paper, but the banks haven't done that yet.
Mm-hmm.
So they are a bit behind schedule. They do that purposely because to ensure that the transaction is actually like credible, what we call
Right.
yeah. So if even before AI, we can do this thing is that we can report such incidents because we understand it within a few minutes of that happening. Like the realization comes back like that. And with the help of AI, I think we can, because AI needs to learn things. It does not do things by its own. It has to be taught, and we haven't reached to a mark like that. This is enough, or this much learning is said to be enough. Like it's not enough for it to learn uh, even after it has learned everything like that. We can't say. So that's how it still needs to learn. And because these hackers, and they all come with new ideas now and then. Like they're like they trick people, and they've been doing so.
Yeah, they're very
Yeah.
smart, but we can be smarter.
Yeah, we can start.
So, a follow-up question to that, and then I'll get on with the next question about the financial benefits. Really quickly is just in a nutshell, just because I'm newer to this topic, what what is the main differentiator between some of these typical cybersecurity and automation efforts in protecting our data and in protecting our potential revenue loss, reducing risks, and all of these things? What is the main difference between like what we were doing before in that approach and how is AI coming in and making it different? Like, what's the benefit of AI implemented into these processes? Just so I can understand it a little bit better.
Yeah. So what AI will be doing is that after having thought of certain things, like if we teach it 1 to 10 like that, then it will go from 10 to 100 in no time. Right? It can save that time for you. So that I mean, time saving is obviously there.
Mhm.
Apart from that,
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like, it's automation, but automation on steroids because it's smarter than just
yeah,
automation. Um,
yeah, I agree.
Very good. So, Nazir, you have outlined a pretty compelling solution that you were just talking about. Now, let's talk about the financial side of things for those business folks. What are the specific cost savings that organizations can expect from a solution like this? And how do these savings contribute to the overall financial benefit? And how do you kind of calculate the ROI?
Yeah, so let's talk about numbers. So that's where the rubber meets the road. So the financial case for this platform is strong. So and that's not me saying, like, because we have already done a lot of research in this. And talking about cost savings, currently many organizations are spending heavily on manual security monitoring and incident responses. But with the AI-driven platform, what we are trying to do is that we are reducing the manual effort by about 70%, which saves us $35,000 or 420K annually. That's
Mm.
a huge amount, right? And then apart from that, you can uh, what we call gradually reduce that uh, manual labor, and this can go automated in the end. And beyond savings, there is revenue to be gained as well. So we offer enhanced security features, and we in our AI services that are existing, we can add this security feature in it, and 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 that's how we can gain trust from our customers. So that's going to be a very a hefty amount for us as well.
So with reducing some of the manual effort that human is putting in, you can save about 420,000 annually. This is just an example, but what does that mean for that person? What does that mean for the security analyst? If AI can do a lot of the tasks that he or she is doing, what does that mean for them? Like, what other things can they now be focusing on in their role when AI is implemented? I'm assuming just higher priority tasks, more strategic, more planning, that type of thing. But if you had any thoughts on that, I'd just be curious.
Yeah, I think they can. But new jobs will surely be created. Um, new opportunities will always be there. Uh, it'll create more jobs as well. Then, yeah,
Right. I just always remember like that AI is not to replace humans, but it's to elevate workers to
yeah,
the complexity of their tasks, meaning its
yeah.
implementation can help us improve efficiencies in our roles.
Yeah.
Um,
But we have
so
to take like both of the things together. Like we can't be more optimistic about it. Yeah, like that has to be there. But
yeah, yes,
I just not.
of
Yeah,
course. um, so adding these together in this hypothetical example of the cost savings and the increased revenue,
yeah,
you mentioned for this example could be almost 1 million per year. Is that right in this hypothetical situation?
yeah. Yes, 920K uh was the approx value that we calculated. But yeah, surely 1 million is not far.
Right, absolutely. Cost savings and revenue generating, which pretty much is what every business comes down to for every business. But yeah, these are some pretty impressive numbers. Nazeer, thank you so much for sharing these insights. And as business leaders often consider, the broader financial picture, how do these savings affect the overall budget for cybersecurity? And for companies who are considering this, how should they think about the initial costs compared to the long-term benefits?
Implementing such AI solutions is obviously a very uh, costly project, because many of the organizations that are already working on this have experienced it, and we have to take those necessary steps, and avoid what others have already done, like learn from the mistakes. And having an AI to become an AI organization that does this work is obviously very a need of the hour. Obviously, every other company is now working on this, and have been involved in many like operations, whether helping around and making sure that it is ethically doable, like those things are. And you don't want to get in mess with other people's, and break your own back doing this stuff. So have to learn with the mistakes.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. It's just being smarter and reallocating the budget more effectively. And
Yeah,
I would imagine, even if there is some initial investment, most organizations will expect to see a return on investment, and they'll be spending less in the long run while also enhancing their security, which, as we know, is in the millions,
yeah.
which is a lot for
But
an organization, and you can
yeah,
avoid
surely.
it. So the next topic is around some of the considerations, because when implementing new technology, there's always some key considerations. So, what are the critical implementation considerations that organizations need to be aware of when adopting a platform or solution like this? And are there any hurdles that they should anticipate?
Yeah. Yeah, the integration with existing systems is really crucial now, and we need to ensure that our platform can seamlessly work with the infrastructure we already have in place, and data privacy and compliance are also key. Like as we handle more sensitive information, and adherence to regulations will be non-negotiable. So that's very much like that's the key that we should be working through, and additionally we'll also need to focus on change management, like moving from manual to automated processes requires training and support for our teams. So the goal is to make sure that we are doing what needs to be done now, that people are not just comfortable with this new technology, but they should be leveraging it to its full potential.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So beyond some of the cost savings is some broader business outcomes that you talked about. Just from your words or your experience, and what other measurable impacts should or can they expect?
Beyond cost savings, I think new revenue streams will come up, and this platform can deliver
Mm.
measurable business outcomes in other areas as well. So this will be just our start to 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 more streams that we can, and our ability to detect and respond to security incidents will be faster than ever. So preventing minor issues from escalating into major problems. So that will be a very big business impact that we can have. And in the world where data breach is can break a company, data breach can break a company, like, and ensuring that we are proactive in protecting customer information will differentiate us. And return of investment, I can say that maybe we can't just be we have to think foresightedly, and 2 years
Mhm.
is the least I can talk about. So that's how. Yeah.
Right. It depends on the company and what other digital transformation initiatives they're working on, and what
Yeah.
I mean, here at Prolifics we offer customized solutions. So it really depends on what their overall business objectives are, and how we get there.
Yeah.
Instead of putting an exact timeline on it, it's like you work it out and you customize it to what they're trying to achieve. Um, so this is really good, and it's impressive to see how much impact this platform could have, and it's also super exciting. So looking ahead, how scalable is a solution like this, and what future enhancements or integrations do you envision that could even further increase its value?
Yeah. So yeah, scalability is key. The platform is designed to grow with us as we expand and face more complex threats. It will be able to scale accordingly. So, for example, integrating predictive analytics into allowing us to anticipate and neutralize threats before they even arise. So that's very important because we are always anticipating. We have to anticipate such events and such unexpected outcomes. So by continually enhancing this platform, we are not just solving a current problem. We are positioning ourselves to stay ahead of the future challenges and opportunities.
Absolutely. Well said. And as we know in the tech and digital transformation space, things are constantly evolving and changing. And that's why it's so important to be able to adapt quickly and be resilient and have your infrastructure set up so that you can adapt to all of these rapidly changing priorities. I just want to thank you again so much, Nazeer, for sharing your expertise, for your time today, for sharing your insights and providing a solution that can help, some organizations overcome some of these challenges. I think that it's clear that a solution like the AI-driven security platform has the potential to be a game changer for organizations looking to enhance security while also being cost effective. So before we wrap up, is there anything else that you'd like to share with our listeners or any other tips of advice, organizations who are considering a similar approach?
Yeah, like this is a pressing issue now, and many other organizations are already working on this, and uh, they have put forward their ideas, and internally we know everyone's aware of what's happening and what needs to be done to address such situations. And I think it's just the time, only time can tell how this evolves, and within a few months again a new technology will come, and then we have to roll back ourselves and position ourselves to adapt to it. And this is just about time. It's happening, and we should happen with it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Nazeer, for joining us today and sharing your thoughts and your expertise and your idea for this AI-driven security platform. It's been a pleasure discussing how AI can drive both security and significant cost savings. Yeah, I just appreciate. I learned a lot from you.
Thanks for your time. I learned a lot, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in to AI Value Unlocked. If you found today's episode valuable, be sure to subscribe and share it with your network. Until next time, this is KP and Nazeer signing off. Stay safe and keep